Hello, my name is Philip Wilson, and I have been attending the Iridology Conference, Dr. Pesik's Holistic Iridology Conference, for about 20 years. I've been attending it as a vendor. I have never spoken before, and this is a great opportunity to be able to speak directly to all of you because I have some very, very vital information for you, for all of you, that can transform, number one, your house into a home and can help transform your life and your health in weeks. And this is the relaxed sauna, relaxed far infrared sauna that I am talking about. My name is Philip Wilson, as I mentioned. I opened up a health food distributing company in 1980, and 1984 or 1980-81, I started selling iridology charts. And so I've been a great fan of iridology, Dr. Bernard Jensen, Dr. Pesik, and many of the great iridologists in this world. I got into holistic health in 1971, and I started fasting back then. I have blue eyes now. I had hazel eyes and green eyes when I was a kid, and now I have blue eyes. So Dr. Jensen says that it's the cleansing and the purity. So we'll see. That's what I like to see, that there is purification going on in my life. And I even attended Dr. Jensen's 1990 in Toledo. I attended one of his workshops on iridology. At any rate, here I am. I'm talking about the benefits of far infrared energy, far infrared saunas, and what it can do. And I'm going to, or I plan on educating all of you about the importance of far infrared energy in the life of the planet, in the life of plants, in the life of all living creatures on the earth. Far infrared energy comes from the sun. And it also it took the Relax Sauna company 10 years to figure out how to get electricity out of, or how to get far infrared energy out of electricity. A Japanese company asked the Relax Sauna company around, I forget when, 1987, and said, can you find a way to get this beautiful far infrared energy, or whatever energy it is that creates the hot springs and the healing effects that hot springs have? Can you find a way to put a hot springs in your home? That would be so exciting. And the Relax Sauna company in Taiwan said, sure. 10 years later, they discovered how to do it. It took them 10 years to be able to get only the far infrared energy that resonates with the water molecules. And this is crucial. And I call the particular frequencies of far infrared energy that resonate with the water molecules, I call that loving light. And that's between 4 and 14 microns. Water is a far infrared molecule. It vibrates at 8 microns. Humans are 9.4 microns. Birds, mammals, we vibrate at 9.4 microns because we're almost all water. Dr. Gerald Pollack, who wrote the fourth phase of water, says that we're 99% water. I think everyone has said for years that 79% of our cells are water, but in terms of some statistics, we're actually are 99% water, according to Dr. Gerald Pollack. He also discovered that there's in the fourth phase of water, there's a specific kind of water that he calls it exclusion zone. It's very, very pure, and it's a cross between, well, it's in between water and ice. It's a gel-like substance, and only pure water exists, or only pure H2O exists, or whatever you call it. And it turns out that he, one of his lab assistants, shined a light upon their water and discovered that this zone of water, which is like really almost sacred, was increased tremendously by light. And it turned out, according to Dr. Gerald Pollack's research, that far infrared light is the light that expands the most. And Dr. Gerald Pollack also said that the far infrared light from the sun gives plants the power to move and to bend. In other words, far infrared light is the light that's responsible for photosynthesis. Now, when you have the full spectrum of light, from the white light, from the violet to the red, that's all in the sunlight, you're also getting the far infrared light. So far infrared light is what I call the loving light, and the far infrared between 4 and 14 micron, that's what I call the loving light, because it's the same frequency as the water, which is 8 microns, and the human body, which is 9.4 microns. Now, to give you a, how do you say, red, the frequency, I want to talk, the frequency of red is 0.79 microns. The frequency of violet is 0.48 microns. Now, if water is 8 microns and red is 0.79 microns, that's the wavelength. It turns out that the wavelength of water is 10 times the length, 10 times the length of red. And the red light, the near infrared light, anything that does not resonate with our water molecules. Now, what is resonating? And one, has, for many people don't know this, but far infrared energy does one and one thing only. Okay, it resonates with the water molecules in your body. That's all it does. And the purpose of that is the title of this talk: Fulfilling the Dream of Hippocrates. Now, Hippocrates, as you know, is the father of modern medicine. And they say, they do the Hippocratic oath. All doctors do, and I guess I'm not sure who else does, but above all, do no harm. That's their credo. Now, the state of the medical establishment right now is an abomination to the idea of medicine, above all, do no harm. This is pretty much a laughing joke among anyone into holistic health. And it's sad, but that's the way it is, and that's this world. And all my life, starting 1971, when I got into fasting, it was like, okay, there's medical tyranny. It exists. They threw Hoxsey in jail. They threw Rife in jail. Any time they messed with Gerson. Anyone who started being able to, quote, catalyze people to heal themselves, because the only person that heals you is you and it of itself, that which we come from, not any particular. I cannot heal you. You are the one that is able to heal yourself by relaxing into that which you are. Now, that's a very interesting concept, because right here, that's the relaxed sauna. It turns out that one of the most profound things about the relaxed sauna is that it activates the parasympathetic nervous system. That's crucial, because otherwise you have the sympathetic nervous system, which flight or fight. But when you activate the parasympathetic nervous system by being in a far infrared sauna, and it goes deep, deep, deep and relaxes you. One lady, this was at a mental health conference that she attended with her husband, and she went in the relaxed sauna in her bathing suit. And after 30 minutes in the relaxed sauna. She left and said, she didn't say anything, but she came back an hour later and said, Phil, after 8 to 10 minutes in the relaxed sauna, and this lady owns, or did own, they sold it, a $5,000 wooden sauna, one of the best ones on the marketplace. And they've owned it for 6 years. And she said, making you wait for the punchline, I guess. After 8 to 10 minutes, I experienced the deepest, most profound sense of relaxation I've ever experienced in my life. Not in the other sauna, but in my life. And you know, this is, all infrared saunas are good. They all benefit you. It's just that the relaxed sauna seems to be special. And I think the secret I'm gonna share with you, it's basically, it's that the relaxed sauna has 95 to 98% loving light. The great wooden saunas, I am told, have about excuse me, have about 42% loving light, and the cheaper portable saunas, the Amazon saunas, are about 20% loving light. It may be more, and it's hard to prove these things, but by fulfilling the dream of Hippocrates, we can do better than that. Okay, what is the dream of Hippocrates? Find me a way to create sweat or fever, and I will cure disease. Well, again, we already learned that he's not the one that cures, but that's beside the point. It's all a question of semantics. So what is he talking about? Well, if you have a fever, that's magical. It cleanses the body. It purifies the body. It mobilizes the lymphatic system. It increases the microcirculation. It gets the whole metabolic function of the body to move in a new level. Glad I have my water here. So what we find out is that by generating the Relaxed Sauna company, following the lead of the Japanese company that asked the Relaxed Sauna company, a Taiwan company, to find a way to create a hot springs energy. In doing so, they finally, after 10 years, presented the Relaxed Sauna, and it turned out that the secret was only generate between 4 and 14 microns. Water, we said, is 8 microns. Humans is 9.4 microns. So between 4 and 14 microns, that's essentially the same as 8 microns. It's close enough where it's going to cause the water molecules to resonate, and that's the secret. See, what does far infrared energy do? It resonates with the water molecules, and that's the magic. Because when your water molecules are being resonated, it means they're going to be pulsating, vibrating, and shaking, and whatever else water does. To there's another word that I usually think of, but you know, it's going to cause it to rotate as well. But it's going to cause, if you have 100 people in a small room dancing, it's going to get hot, really, really hot, and that's sort of magical when you get the body temperature to increase. And heck, that's what we're talking about, creating a fever. So it's really exciting that by the goal of any far infrared sauna, the goal is to be hyperthermia. It's to increase body temperature and when you do that, um, so that's what we want to do, and that's what we can do. We can increase body temperature, and that's the secret. Now, there's a man who posted on reddit.com about 5 years ago. And I found out about it 4 years ago. Don't know him, but he was really excited about the research on far-infrared saunas. There's a book by Dr. Sherry Rogers called Detoxify or Die. It's a classic book. It's a great book. And she basically is an environmental medical doctor, and she published a book around 2001. And in the 1990s, all these people with chemical sensitivities and environmental difficulties came to her and said, my doctor says they can't help me. Can you? And she used far infrared saunas and got them all pretty much healthy and well. And she wrote a book documenting the incredible success she had with far infrared saunas. And she spawned an industry. At that time, she introduced, a wooden sauna, a wooden infrared sauna, which is different than Finnish saunas. And if I have time, I plan on talking about the difference between Finnish saunas and infrared saunas, because there is a major difference. I guess the time is now, so that's what I'm doing. There is a 20-year study on Finnish saunas, and Finnish saunas are able to do a lot. When they compare the 20-year study, those in Finland who did saunas 5 to 7 times a week instead of, I think, 2 to 3 times a week or 2 to 4 times a week, compared to 0 1 times a week, there's a remarkable difference, a marked difference between life expectancy, heart health, and many other factors. Now, let me suffice to say that you can look up the research yourself. I prefer not to get involved in figures. My history is a mathematician. Figures lie, liars figure. And although I have a respect for scientific documentation and reports, I really am in favor of personal experience. And when I have an experience and I know something, no one can tell me it's not going to help me. I know what far infrared saunas do. I know what the relaxed sauna does for me. It gives me a mental clarity that unbelievable how quickly it can give me mental clarity in the morning. How quickly it can relax me and get me into a really mellow mood. How it can get rid of minor aches and pains. I have put 100,000 people in the relaxed sauna in the last 19 years at over 450 conferences, about 300 of them medical doctor conferences for health professionals. And I've seen 20 to 25,000 minor or major miracles. I've seen people who had elbow pain for a year leave in one session, shoulder pain for 17 months, gone, fibromyalgia pain from an 8 to a 0, from a 7 to a 4. Sometimes it doesn't do it all. Arthritis pain from a 12 to a 0, 8 to a 4. I've seen a guy with an accident, motorcycle accident. He's been in pain 6 for 3 years, gets in the relaxed sauna, gets it down to pain 3. In Dallas, Texas, one lady doesn't need a wheelchair anymore after 2-3 months using the relaxed sauna. She was able to do this with her hair for the first time after being in the relaxed sauna. She did it for 26 minutes. She sweated, but she was able to uncrinkle her hands. I've seen this. So I don't care what the research says about what far infrared saunas can do or not. It's grateful that there's a lot that the research says. As a matter of fact, someone told me today, it's almost embarrassing, or not embarrassing, but oh my God, you got to be kidding me. They're starting to redact. That's not the right word, but they're starting to take back the research because of pressure, I believe, from the drug companies. They don't want far infrared saunas helping with heart issues. The Mayo Clinic says far infrared saunas are recommended to all their heart patients. Yet the heart patients are told, definitely do not use a regular sauna. Do not use a hot tub, because the heart will have to race to find an equilibrium between the body temperature and the outside temperature. So, we know, I know, and, we live in a crazy world. Most of us here are alternative healers. I call you guys true healers because you've done a lot of research, and I've been to your conferences. I haven't been in a long time, but when they're all in Cincinnati, and I was in Columbus back then, as a matter of fact, your conference was the impetus that I needed. I think you had 160 people there. I was selling at that time a Hitachi twin head massager. We sold 40 of them that one weekend and 6 relaxed saunas. And that's the first time I'd sold more than 2 relaxed saunas at a conference. At the Lyme disease conference about 4 or 5 years ago, we sold 43 relaxed saunas. I've done many conferences. We just did an ozone conference in Miami. I think we sold 23 or 24 saunas. I've done, functional medicine. We sold 30 saunas. It's catching on, and we're really excited that the Relax Sauna company, I believe, is we sell more saunas every month than any other company in the United States, and I'm proud of that. I've been working on it for 19 years. 1980, like I said, I opened a health food distributing company and a health food store, and it's taken me. And then in 2000, we started selling the Relax Sauna. 2001, 2002. So it's been very heartwarming. The Relax Sauna is the pinnacle of all the products we've ever sold that helps get you into the present moment. And that's where the magic happens. That's when the parasympathetic nervous system gets activated. But going back to my study on the Finnish saunas, recently I was really excited to also see one of the Finnish studies. And this may be a shock to many of you, but I know because one year, the first year we were selling saunas, this lady who had just had a baby, she said, I used the Relax Sauna almost every day during my pregnancy, and the baby came out great. And I feel great, and whatever. Now, we all know, because of the legal situations, everyone is Sue crazy, and they're not in love with a woman named Sue, but they are Sue crazy. And so every company does not want to be blamed. If you're pregnant, they always say consult your doctor before. So that's the official Relax Sauna policy. If you're pregnant, consult your doctor before using the Relax Sauna. However, the Finnish study came out to say it's really safe for pregnant women to use the Finnish saunas, and that was a study, and you can look up the research yourself. And I know, again, so I tell people, if you're pregnant and you've been using saunas all your life, then just do it gingerly, listen to your inner guidance. And again, just like everyone, no one wants to be blamed for anything. And so I say it's your choice, whatever you want to do. The official policy is to consult your doctor. And I say, use your inner guidance. And for example, there's some people that say, there's a doctor who gave a talk at a conference and said, oh, nurse breastfeeding women should not use a sauna. I said, come on, help, God help me. That's the most absurd thing. And this friend of mine, she was adamant, well, that's what they said. So I had to do some research, and there's about a group of 3 or 4 ladies at a place in some city somewhere where they're all breastfeeding their babies, and they're all doing saunas and raving about it. So again, don't believe anything. Be willing to believe anything, but be willing not to believe anything. And so much trouble has been caused by us believing things that aren't necessarily true. But at any rate, the purpose of and so the difference between the Finnish saunas. Now, some people say, the key again is fulfilling the dream of Hippocrates. Find me a way to create sweat or fever, and I will cure disease. The relaxed sauna will increase core temperature to 3 degrees in 25 minutes. I think I talked about that. I hope I did. The guy found the Amazon saunas could not increase core temperature. The heart rate variability tests were failed, and the relaxed sauna exceeded his expectations and increased core temperature 3 degrees. Now, how many other saunas can increase core temperature 3 degrees in 25 minutes? I don't know of any. The wooden saunas certainly can't, because it takes 10, 15, 20 minutes to heat up. The other portable saunas, they were able to increase core temperature a half a degree. Someone else tested one of the other saunas, a $900 sauna. They were able to increase core temperature 1.1 degrees in an hour. The relaxed sauna, according to Dr. Paul Anderson, who is a cancer clinic in Seattle area, the relaxed sauna that he uses during IV therapy increases core temperature 4 degrees in 1 hour. And he puts people into the sauna where their hand sticks out, and they do IV therapy. A lot of other doctors who do IV therapy find that sometimes they can't find the vein. So they put them in the relaxed sauna for 5 minutes, and the vein pops and they can do the IV. So the relaxed sauna has a lot of great benefits. Now what I was talking about with Hippocrates, find me a way to create sweat or fever. Now, I heard recently that the Finnish saunas, they say, oh, it's really hard to create heat shock proteins unless the temperature is really, really high. Now, that's almost synonymous, because by increasing the body temperature or fever, that's what creates heat shock proteins. And so the Finnish sauna people say you have to be really, really, really hot. And one lady has a fire-fed sauna, I think, where she says, oh, you have to have 170, 180 degrees. What the hell? Fire-fed saunas, according to Dr. Sherry Rogers, are the superior sauna, and you don't have to have them more than 130, 140 degrees. As a matter of fact, I like to say that the temperature inside your sauna has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. It also has very little to do with the effectiveness of the sauna. People think the heat inside the sauna is important. And you've got all these people saying, oh, it should be 130, 140, 110, 105, 150. It doesn't matter. What the purpose of the fire-fed saunas is to increase body temperature. And so this is done by sending off through the emitter the specific exact frequency of water. And only when the frequency causes the water to resonate, that causes the resonating of the water, as I said, causes the water to pulsate. The water, see, what happens is the two hydrogens and the oxygen, the H2O, that angle gets smaller when it vibrates. That causes the water molecules to get smaller, causes the blood cells to get smaller. So you have a tremendous increase in the circulation or the microcirculation. So what does far infrared energy do? It does one thing. It resonates with the molecules, causing the temperature to increase. Increasing the core temperature mobilizes the lymphatic system, which is the immune system. It either rebirths or the lymphatic system comes out of hibernation, and they go off and get. This is why Hippocrates says, "Find me a way to create fever." It purifies you, it cleanses you, it gets rid of, the pesticides, the glyphosates, the chlorine, the dioxins, the phthalates, the plastics, all the heavy metals, the mercury, the lead, the cadmium, the antimony, the arsenic, and all the gunk, and the metabolic waste. It detoxifies you of all this. Where's the proof? Well, it's experience. We know it. Many doctors have and health professionals have a whole, oh my gosh, every sauna company, they all have a lot of benefits. Karen Russell got the Relax Sauna in 2007 upon the suggestion of Doris Rapp, who wrote the book Our Toxic World. She was about 90, and I think she just passed recently in the last few months this year. She's a great soul, and she was at a 2007 ACAM conference and said, "Go see Phil." She got the Relax Sauna, and within 2 months, after 2.5 years, after 30 months of having her heavy metals report come back with too much lead, too much mercury, after 2 months, after actually 1 month, her blood report came back normal for the first time in 30 months. And we have hundreds of testimonies on the Relax Sauna. All other saunas are good. We find that the Relax Sauna has better results. And again, the reason why is because Dr. Bill Ackpinar wrote the book No Sweat, No Sweat, A History of Sweating from antiquity, the Grecian days, the Roman days, the Amazon sweat lodges, the American Indian sweat lodges, the Finns, the Turks, all the cultures. And he went around to all these areas and wrote his book in 2007. Then he discovered a year or two later that his doctor partner, Dr. James Onikian, had bought 10 saunas from us. One of them was gifted to him, and they couldn't believe the difference. Dr. Bill Ackpinar says, every time I use the Relax Sauna, I can't believe how people can live without it. It's totally amazing. It's so cleansing. It's so purifying. They have recommended to so many of their patients who have purchased Relax Saunas. So the history of sweating is very important. So again, it's not so much the sweating, but it's the increasing of the fever, because you can sweat. You can go play soccer, you can play handball, basketball, you can just go on a workout, you can go to the gym, you can do the bicycles, and you can sweat. But what percent of the sweat is toxins? Now, I was sweating in August of about 8 years ago, and I noticed how watery my sweat was while lying out. And I said, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that the sweat from the Relax Sauna was oily. But it turns out that we did the Japanese Relax Sauna people did a study and found out about 20 years ago that the sweat from the Relax Sauna was way more, had about 17% toxins, and the sweat from regular saunas or just any kind of athletic sweating was only about 2% toxins. And again, you can verify this through your own experience. There's nothing like direct experience. So the so the history of sauna use will verify that saunas have been used for thousands of years and are very, very beneficial. However, far infrared saunas, according to Dr. Sherry Rogers, is like a whole new level, a whole new ball game, and it's the superior sauna. And you don't have to worry about having your head about, well, in the portable saunas, you don't have to worry about having your head get hot, but the temperature should not be a factor. Okay, it's not the temperature in the inside of the sauna that really has any kind of healing benefits. It's increasing the body temperature. And so when you're looking for a sauna, this is why the man on reddit.com said, oh my gosh, don't waste your time on cheaper saunas, because the relaxed sauna will increase your core temperature. And that's what it's all about for the heart rate variability tests performed and the other biometrics. Now, there's a book called Gastro Girl by a lady who owns a hyperbaric clinic in New Mexico, in Taos. and she owns a colon hydrotherapy clinic in Portland, Oregon. Now I visited her place in Portland. It's pristine. It's beautiful, made of wood and everything. And she used to sell the wood infrared saunas for 10 years. And during that period of time, she would go to the colonic shows and walk by our booth, turn her nose, because after all, I've got a sauna. I've got a wooden sauna. It's a $5,000-$6,000 sauna. It doesn't look chintzy. It's like really, it's got all the bells and whistles, you know, the lighting, the stereo kind of, you know. Certainly the relaxed sauna couldn't be as good as that. So as a lark, after 10 years, she went in the relaxed sauna, and in 3 minutes she was sold on it. She could not believe the difference. She experienced a deep relaxation, and she just said, this is, it's amazing. And she has helped us sell about 150 of those in the last 5 years. And she has her new edition of the book, Gastro Girl, and it has 17 pages on far infrared energy in that book. The book is a compendium of all, and you guys would all love that book because it talks about iridology, it talks about hyperbaric oxygen chambers, it talks about ozone, it talks about everything good. It talks about castor oil and all these sort of like, you know, not, you know, they're not well known, but I've known about them since 1971, most of them, because I've been into holistic health and healing myself. But she has 17 pages on far infrared energy and 8 pages on the relaxed sauna in the book. And she says the relaxed sauna is, you know, it's like it's weird that the most expensive sauna and the nicest looking one are not the most therapeutic sauna, that the relaxed sauna is the most therapeutic sauna. And she highly recommends it. And she says that a far infrared sauna is a necessity for every home. It's for feeling fabulous. If you want to feel fabulous, you need an infrared sauna in your home. And frankly, you know, any infrared sauna is going to be helpful to you. They're all good. The relaxed sauna just works more effectively. And in some cases, it does the trick when others won't. We were at a Lyme conference in Boston about 4 years ago, and the lady had a portable sauna. She used it a dozen times for at least an hour. She had Lyme disease, and for the last 2.5 years has had neuropathy. In 12 minutes in the relaxed sauna, she experienced feeling in her toes and fingers for the first time in 2.5 years. She bought a relaxed sauna, and we get, you know, another person told me the other day she had a $900 sauna a silver sauna that she got from another company. And then when she got in the relaxed sauna, she says, "Oh my gosh, this is so much." And she bought the relaxed sauna, and she says the other one took 45 minutes to do what the relaxed sauna does in 20 minutes, and time is money. And again, the subtleties is if they don't increase your body temperature, and again, I don't know any portable sauna that increased the body temperature more than 1 degree in an hour. And the relaxed sauna will do 4 degrees or 3 degrees in 25 minutes. That's the big difference. That's the factor. That's fulfilling the dream of Hippocrates, creating fever, which is the same thing as increasing your body temperature. So that's the dream of Hippocrates and fulfilling it. Now there's a lot of things I have left out, and I've got another 10 minutes, so I will review. I will point out the things that I usually give in my talks that I sort of gloss over. Now, ultraviolet energy gets your skin hot. Ultraviolet does not penetrate clothes. Far infrared does. Far infrared energy penetrates the sand, goes in 2 inches, and resonates with the water in turtle eggs. And guess what? The turtle eggs hatch into turtles. It's because the temperature of the turtle egg is increased. What increases the temperature? Far infrared energy. That's what does it. It's the loving light of the sun. It's responsible for photosynthesis in plants, and it goes through clothes. Okay. How do you know it goes through clothes? Go out into the sun, close your eyes, and you can feel an energy increasing to the bone. It's just warming you to the bone, the far infrared energy. And that's what far infrared does. It penetrates very deeply and absorbed. That's what it does, far infrared energy. Now, we have many other benefits of the far infrared energy. Now, by the way, the relaxed sauna has a medical lamp, and the medical lamp generates the same frequency, the same radiator that's in the relaxed sauna. There's 2 of them in the relaxed sauna, and I believe that we're going to supply you with a PowerPoint of about 55 slides that I chose not to use because I wanted to speak from my heart and speak spontaneously and not be bound by this, because this is the first time I'm introducing my latest discoveries of calling the 4 to 14 micron energy the loving light, and also saying that, introducing the fact that the relaxed sauna significantly increases body temperature more than any other sauna. And that's the point that I wanted to get across, that the relaxed sauna is special. We have many, many health professionals actually selling the relaxed saunas to their probably 500 to their patients, to their clients, depending on whether they're a health professional or a medical doctor or a naturopathic doctor. So, we're very pleased to present a good sauna that works. The Relaxed Sauna company is out of Taiwan, is 42 years old. My company is also 41 years old, and I have been demonstrating the Relaxed Sauna for 19 years. As I said, at over 400 conferences throughout the United States in the last 19 years. The feedback, if you could be a fly on the wall, listening to all the things people have told me, that's how quickly you would buy a relaxed sauna, even if you didn't have the money. We do take payment plans, and if that's the only way you can get a relaxed sauna. And I'm very honored to be able to present this information on far infrared saunas, what they can do, what they're known to do, and also to distinguish the difference between the relaxed sauna and others. Now, I was saying about far infrared energy. that they don't teach you in 7th grade. Far infrared energy is a light, and it goes at the speed of light. That means in the relaxed sauna, you can see maybe, but there's a blue nylon, and we have 2 radiators in front, and we use the tent as a mirror, and this is key. Okay, now to use the tent as a mirror, we have to understand that the far infrared light goes through the blue cloth, blue nylon, hits the silver, and then bounces. Wait a second. Yes, far infrared light, even though it's invisible, is still reflected by a mirror. Mirror? Yes, the tent acts as a mirror. So these are some of the things I had to deal with. It's the speed of light. So what you have in the relaxed sauna there is a light box, and when it's closed and it's reflecting. Now, what's nice about the relaxed sauna, you can use it for 8 to 10 minutes and get rid of pain with your clothes on. That's one of the healing aspects. See, there's 2 levels of healing with the relaxed sauna. Number 1, you do it for 8 to 10 minutes with your clothes on. Number 2, you have a 20-minute profuse sweat. The relaxed sauna feels like your grandmother's giving you a big loving hug, and it's warming. It feels like, some people say, basking in divine love, being in the presence of a great spiritual being, giving unconditional love. It's like being on a beach in Hawaii. It's very, very therapeutic, and we love the fact that so many people have been helped by using the relaxed sauna. So if you would look at the light, inside the sauna, it's invisible light. Snakes can see it. We can't see invisible light. That's an oxymoron. We cannot see far infrared light. But if you would look at the light and the brightness of the light inside the relaxed sauna, I would say it's 5 times more bright than any wooden sauna's light, and about 9 times brighter than any portable sauna, portable infrared sauna. So anyway, the website is relaxsaunas.com, and we have a special page, relaxsaunas.com/superior, which has talks by many, many well-known doctors talking about how the relaxed sauna is great. We also have the 2 reviews, the reddit.com review and the Rebecca Harder Gastrogrill review on that page that you can look up. We are going to also, I think we have a special page for this conference, a special discount that will be on that page for anyone attending the conference, and that will be posted at the end of this talk. So I got about a minute and a half left. There's so much I could say, and all I can say is the relaxed sauna is unique, very effective, very therapeutic, and it's got a 30-day money-back guarantee. When you try it at a conference, it's a no-brainer. But here, this is a virtual conference, so you're not being able to experience this. So we definitely encourage you to take advantage of the 30-day money-back guarantee. As we said, we sell to health professionals. And if you get the relaxed sauna and you're interested in being a reseller, please contact us and we can work with you. The main thing is relaxed sauna. It's win-win-win. Your patients or clients are going to win because their health is going to improve tremendously. You're going to win because you're doing a greater service. I'm going to win because I'm doing a greater service. My company will win. Thank you so much. My cell phone, if you'd like to call me, 626-200-8454. My email is phil@relaxsaunas.com. Thanks for listening. I hope that this talk was educational. You gained something from it, and that will propel you into greatness by being more tuned in. Thanks so much. Bye now.